Hello, Guardians. It is Ebontis here, and one of this week's seasonal challenges is to run the Expedited Expunge Labyrinth, and that means you have to run the Expunge mission Labyrinth in 10 minutes or less. Now, I just got done running it in about 10 minutes and 22 seconds, had a couple of deaths, couple bad jumps, and I could probably be a little more efficient with damage. So, what I'm going to do is use this intro to give you guys at least the ideas of what to do, and then once I get a good run, I'm going to slap that at the end of the intro. Now, for the actual mission itself, the thing that you are going to need to make sure you cover is barrier. That's it. But I will definitely tell you guys, when it comes to your gauntlet, one of the more important things that you're going to want is right here. You're going to want to get the far left column all the way down to Wirewalker. What this will allow you to do is kind of basically expose shortcuts and remove some obstacles in Expunge. So you're going to be able to make this a little faster run. Everything else in there is pretty much going to be optional. This is the only one you're really going to want. It's all the way down from codes, like Codebreaker or something along those lines, the far left column, all the way down. This one cut off a decent amount of time. I think everything else in here is pretty much going to be optional for that portion. As for my loadout, whatever you want to cover for barrier, but my advice is an anti-barrier scout. Main reason is you're going to be dealing with some hobgoblins that are on faraway perches, and you're going to hit them once or twice. They're going to put up their shield, but at least with a scout rifle, you're going to be accurate enough to where you can keep plucking away at their health to kill them quick enough to where even if their shield comes back up, they're mostly dead anyway. Now, for bonus damage, I'm going to be using Salvage or Salvo because I'm pairing that one with Breach and Clear. It's going to give me the bonus damage on the boss, so I'll probably do a rocket or two and the Breach and Clear to make sure I can keep that on. It lasts for like 10 seconds, so as long as he's glowing in bright purple, you're good. For damage, I'm doing this on my Titan, so I'm going to be using Curious of the Fallen Star, of course with Thunder Crash to basically nuke him at one point. Make sure you've got any reserves possible, so, you know, rocket reserves, anything of that nature is going to be beneficial to you. We got Rocket Launcher Loader, if you can squeeze that one in, that one's going to be faster. Rockets are pretty solid now for damage. I was debating on Xenophage, that one might be reasonable, but I think rockets paired with Grenade Launcher and Breach and Clear are probably going to be the biggest damage. Now mine, if you're wondering why it reloads so fast, we've got Alloy Casing for reload speed. I've got Field Prep, so when I crouch, I can reload noticeably faster. Rocket Launcher Loader, I don't know if this is going to stack and be even useful at a point, but basically I'm going to reload as fast as possible with this. So the goal here is to get to the boss, you do enough damage, he's going to get shielded, so then you got to kill the 2 Harpies, and then when you're done, if you do it fast enough, I didn't have to dunk the cubes for like a second time out on the far platforms, I just straight up killed him. So that's how I was able to do it fairly quick. I did like 10 minutes and 30 seconds or so on that previous run. But this was basically the loadout. I just found a better rocket launcher for speed. Frenzy actually might give me a little bit of damage as well. I was debating on impact casing, but basically ultra reload speed, frenzy for damage, boss spec as well, all going to be beneficial. And what you'll notice when I go through the run is I'm going to be running by most everything I can. Don't kill anything, don't take too much time, just run where you can. You'll have a couple cubes where you have to dunk them and just jump. So anything where you feel comfortable jumping, that's fine. If you really want to use something like Lion Rampants for the running section, you probably could. Take a few seconds in your menu, switch out to Curious of the Fallen Star so you can get like, you know, a huge damage boost. If you're on another class, anything like Celestial Nighthawk for Golden Gun, that's going to be a big one if you can get that huge damage chunk in there. Same thing, use your Grenade Launcher, use, you know, your super, use your rockets, keep Breach and Clear is going to be an important piece just for that bonus damage no matter what class you're running. Hunters, Celestial Nighthawk's probably going to be the best. Warlocks, I'm going to guess Geomags is actually probably going to be pretty solid for a big damage chunk. That or a Nova Bomb so you can then keep firing stuff afterwards. But I'm running this on my Titan, so let's jump in and see if I can do this. See you guys on the other side. Enjoy the World of Tron. Alright, so as soon as you guys start, biggest thing to note is you can't really stop running if you're going for speed. I've done it multiple times, under 10 minutes with multiple deaths, so you've got a little margin of error, but my advice is try and be as fast as possible in case you do have some awkward deaths. Now I'm starting with full ammo, so my advice, go hit a rally flag somewhere before you jump in, so you're not trying to make sure you have enough heavy ammo or rockets. This is the Wirewalker path, so that little switch that you can hit with Wirewalker is only available with that buff on the Gauntlet. As you fall down, just make sure you try and catch yourself. Face forward. Now from here, I usually try and barely touch this little floating piece here. And then from there, just try and line up your cursor dead center. Slow your fall if you're a Titan, or your other classes can just catch it a little easier. As you run, slide underneath so you don't get smashed. I don't know if this is only available with Wirewalker up here, but it's nice to have. This part always almost kills me, if not kills me. So my advice, if you see him open, try and touch on the inside, and then just try and get away from that side. Land on the green and just keep running. Depending on the timing of the opening, if you jump over, should open just about in time, and we're smooth. Nice. Now, smooth opening section could be completely butchered in here, but I've died plenty of times and still done this in under 10 minutes, so once you get a feel for it, it's really, really not that bad. For this one, you'll get a little slide underneath. And then you can use your momentum here if you do this right, to basically slide across. And then I've actually used this to just kind of jump and float over. This isn't even line rampants, that's just a normal jump. And that just saves you a little more crouch walking than you might have to otherwise. Turn the corner, make sure you're a little quick. You don't even need to hit that thing to make the platform appear. Just literally run over here. Try not to get squished in. We're going to go to the right side. This is actually the fastest after a little bit of testing. Once you go here, just don't go too far over the gravity launch. And this one will basically skip all of that stuff. And you'll land way down here, skipping most of it. And then you can slide down. And then just catch your fall here. Definitely the fastest of the three. I think that one is a wire walker one for sure. Once you land here, these platforms are going to start appearing. As you jump on them, the next one will appear. It's mostly in a forward direction, so you can literally just run with some slight turning. Not too bad. When you get to this one that looks like a little T, when you get to the next one, usually if I float in the air, I'll throw a grenade down there, kill a couple of those goblins. It is not required to kill them. You could totally do this without even touching them. Whichever one of those two platforms is up, just use it. Turn the corner sharp, and from here, now that I have the ammo, I'm going to use a rocket to kill these guys.
That structure ahead is a knot of Vex.
Nice thing about killing him, they're quicker and dead, so you can do that. Now you want to hit this switch and then shoot this little guy out here, and you're going to have some platforms to jump on. Now remember, the green things right here are the things that you unlocked and override with that first far left unlock. I think it's like Code Breaker or something like that. Our first little harpy to kill is going to be down here. If you get a direct hit with something like Salvage or Salvo, it's basically waiting there for you. And then again, using these little green platforms. So if you're going for speed, you're going to want to unlock the Gauntlet for all these little platform helpers. But again, you can skip most of the ads. Throw a grenade right there will help. Get your data going. And then now you're going to go for a little flying. So now's a good time to make sure things are reloaded. Now you can still skip a lot of the guys that you come to. So as you get here, just literally run right by everything. Even the champion, turn the corner. Once you jump up here, get above this little wall and then shoot this. It's basically going to spawn a Minotaur behind you. Tuck around this corner so you don't get shot in the back. Hit this switch right here. These platforms are going to appear. Give it a second to fully appear, because if it doesn't fully appear, you may not actually get to use it. Again, taking the second to stop on those platforms and shoot those little detain guys is going to be worth it, because if you get stopped midair, your class may not be able to recover, depending on, like, the Warlocks I know potentially won't be able to. Alright, so now here. So again, you're going to unlock the little green platforms with the first upgrade. The Wire Walker is the third one for the shortcuts, and then the second one is more gravity cannons, and there's even some at the boss room that really will help. So you can even take him out from up here. I've shot him midair while I fly down. Either way works. Pick this thing up though, get your jumps across. This one, as soon as you can see this little guy right here, is pretty much all you need to touch, and you should be able to get over, get high enough up in the air, get a nice little melee swipe for the boost. Should get you across. Same example. Flying back and forth a couple of times. Now, same thing here. If you can do it smooth, you can skip all of these. Don't worry, I've died many times. But as you land, just fly outside here. The Fanatics could be close. You're going to be dealing with a champion and some detain. Now, again, if you can get over here, do what you can do to try and kill it. Make sure you pick up the cube, but that harpy is the only one who really has to die. Fall on down, tuck the corner. And we're actually almost to the boss area. So it's actually not too bad if you skip all the stuff. So you can touch one or two of these platforms if you just want to be safe. Land in front. Should be good. Head to the boss platform. And now's a good time to make sure things are reloaded again. Stop and hit the switch. And you can actually hit these just to start things going. Now there are gravity cannons that will shoot you out to the platforms that you need. So use those since you've actually got them unlocked. If you've done the second unlock, it's going to make your life a little easier. We're going to go for some damage right now. Shoot at his feet if you don't have tracking. Can't tell you how many times I've whiffed that. That's literally usually enough. That's all you need to kill stuff. So once you get his shield to pop up, you're going to see your harpies appear. A couple direct hits with salvagers will kill them. Anything you really got, though, will work. And if you got enough rockets like I probably do right now, you can probably just kill them. Well, this is going to kill them both because they're right there. Now, this is the point where you can grab a cube. Now, use the little gravity cannon. It's actually going to launch you out there so you don't have to go through the crazy jumping puzzle. Makes your life a lot easier. Dunk. Fall down. Careful. Try and make sure you're kind of moving while you do all this so you don't get tagged too bad by the snipers. If you do need to take a second to shoot the snipers, turn around. You should have a barrier weapon anyway. Just because that's your only type of champion. So if you need to kill him, kill him. It's not the end of the world. We're at 6 minutes right now. It's not too bad. Now you got to make sure we get to this one. Easiest way to fly out to this one is going to be back up here. So if you get to this gravity launcher, less jumping, less chances for falling, much easier. Dunk away. Fall off the right side of this ledge. And then we're just going to go for boss damage. So depending on what's up and available, we're going to go for his feet again. And then I'm using my field prep grenade launcher, so I'm just going to try and go for fast reloads and crouch. Hi. Hi. There we go. Ah, completed without dying, so that is a thing to do. Very nice. And 729. So that's about as, you know, speedy as you need to do it. And I've died many times and have still been able to recover. So let's get back to orbit and we'll wrap this thing up. But yeah, 729 for a clear time. Not too shabby. And we'll get back to the top.
The fabric of reality is beginning to return to its prior state.
So that pretty much does wrap up Expunge Labyrinth. That was probably my smoothest run. At the end of this video, I'm going to clip in a few of the deaths that I had throughout these runs in practice, so you guys can see that I died plenty of times. And also, I still had finishes of like 8 minutes, 47 seconds, I think 9 minutes, 35 that were a little closer, but I had multiple deaths in those runs. This was just my cleanest run. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like below. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy this content, anything Destiny related or anything gaming related, subscribe to the channel. It's a nice free way to support the channel if you guys feel to do so. And if you want to see future videos from me, hit that alert bell, all videos. That'll help my videos make it into your YouTube feed. You guys can also find me over on Twitter. It's Ebontis there, and then streaming on Twitch, where I actually recorded this live, and I play a whole bunch of stuff, Destiny and other stuff, on my Twitch channel. So thank you guys very much, and I'll see you soon. Feel like I'm being chased by the little thing right now. Hopefully. No, 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 no. Ah, so close.
Consciousness, if destroyed, it may reveal a path forward.
No! Went a little early on that jump there. Did that in the wrong order. You can go either direction that you feel comfortable. Ah, and then screw it. We're going all the way. No! Damn. The easiest way to get this one is if you can just kind of go out to the outside. You can manage most of this. Ha! Come on. I say that as I just get smacked. You can manage most of this section just by staying to the outside. And now I'm going to get chased by the damn energy beam. I may as well just fall and die now. Cool. Awesome. Saw it coming too. I was like, where's that last one peek out? Bam! Yeah, we're just going to go and redo this one. We start you over. Slide under this one. I think this part is up here because of Wire Walker, if I remember correctly. Now, this one is you catch. Once you get to these things, you're going to want to hover on the outside as far as you can. There you go. That's the ones you want to miss. I can't believe I really did that again. So from here, if you want to touch a platform, you can, but you can almost make it if you don't screw your jump up like that. I'm going to try and do this without my super this time. I'm being sniped like crazy. Aha. This one you can go a little bit faster. Now, I've floated over the top. I can touch that Normally, I don't fly quite that far. No! Try to stay moving different verticalities. Oh, this is great. I got detained twice. That's beautiful. No, I'm gonna overshoot. Oh. Come on, save it. Save it. Don't even use that as a normal option, but thank you, Thunder Crash, for the... Oh, I don't have the cube. Where's my cube? Crap. Well, I saved the fall, but I definitely made it a little slower. Where's my guy? He's up here. I've totally ruined it. Ah!